kids love. It's my chicken pizzas. All you have to do is take grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, a little bit of olive oil and garlic. That's what we have back here. Pop a lid on the pan until the tomatoes burst and give off their own juice. That's it. Put it over heat, let them burst. It turns into a chunky garlic tomato sauce.
So tomatoes and garlic, two ingredients.
Tomatoes and garlic, right? A little bit of olive oil. And then you take a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and a piece of chicken. Just pound it out nice and thin.
Three.
So chicken, the tomatoes, the garlic, right? Then, here's the exciting part. You're going to take your cherry tomato and garlic mixture, pop that down over the top, and you see the chicken becomes the pizza crust.
Ah.
Yeah. Heads up, when you're trying to get that chicken nice and thin, open it like a book. Cut into the breast, open it up like a book, and then pound it out. And you could even pound it out in plastic food storage bags and pop them into your freezer. They quick defrost, and you could pull out one portion at a time. So then, you have your chicken, your tomatoes, your garlic. Here's ingredient number 4, mozzarella. Put your cheese down over the top.
Yum.
And then you pop them under the broiler. We have some in the oven. Will you grab them for me, Curtis? And bring it right back over. We have one ingredient left.
Oh, yeah.
Other than olive oil, salt, and pepper, of course.
Oh,
We don't count those. Now, look at how cute that is. Then, pop that down onto the dinner plate and just a couple of leaves of fresh basil torn, and you have a chicken pizzetta margherita. How great is that, huh? Kids love this.
And you know what?
It's gluten-free, it's high protein, and another great tip, every time chicken breasts go on sale, buy the family pack. Take them home and pound them out, pop them in the freezer, and you have a great go-to.
I got you a fork ready.
Right?
I'm going to do it New York style.
New York style. Pizza cheers. Here's to you, Clotis. I like that as much as pizza.
And you can start your own tradition with your kids.
Yeah.
Have chicken pizza nights. You're giving them something really healthy, and it's still a really incredible treat for them. It's a really, really good idea.
And you can top it just like a regular pizza. You could throw any kind of veggies on there you like, but this is the 5-ingredient challenge. I love that you're my first pay it forward. You got to get other chefs and great cooks.
I'm going to do 5 as well.
Cool! Woo! All right. We already got 10 then. That's amazing. Thank you so much to our gracious First Lady. Thank you to my co-host, Curtis Stone, and all of our guests today. We'll see everybody. Bye-bye.
New at noon, Boca-based Office Depot agreeing to sell to another big-name supply store. We'll tell you what's next for this shakeup. Also, remember the idea to mandate smaller carry-ons on airplanes? Is it happening? We're back in 30 seconds with the...
Do you have loose or missing teeth? Do you cover your mouth when you laugh? Appearance Implants of Jupiter can give you the smile you've always wanted. Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. We have helped thousands of people like you feel confident and secure. And with fees this low, you'll have lots to smile about. Why wait any longer to have the smile you've always wanted? Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. Appearance Implants of Jupiter. Quality dentistry at affordable prices.
Breaking right now, the man accused of hitting a Palm Beach Gardens bicyclist and leaving him to die is locked up. Police say he was trying to get his SUV fixed like nothing ever happened. News Channel 5's Brian Nitton is live outside of the county jail with the breaking details. Brian.
Holly, Palm Beach Gardens police say this man at first told people that he thought he hit a wild hog, but he later admitted that when he saw the news stories and heard about that bicyclist that had been hit, he says that he thought and he knew that he was the one who hit that bicyclist. Let's go to the court video from just a little while ago, and you can see this man, George Mita, in court, charged with leaving the scene of a deadly hit and run. Cops say he killed 29-year-old Corey Lozano on Sunday along PGA Boulevard. According to the arrest reports, a friend was asked to fix his Lexus SUV, but that friend recognized it from the news reports and called cops. When cops interviewed Mita, they say he told them he argued with his wife about whether he was going to come forward and call police, and he admitted that he had a cell phone but never called authorities after hitting the 29-year-old. Instead, just kept on driving home. Because he has no criminal history, a judge gave Mita a $25,000 bond this morning, and according to those arrest reports, Holland, he says he was at J. Alexander's restaurant having dinner, and he says he had one drink before getting in his car, driving home, hitting and killing that 29-year-old bicyclist. That 29-year-old was just biking home from a housewarming party. Live outside the jail, Brian Enton, WPTV News Channel 5.
All right, Brian, new at noon, police are investigating a shooting and crash that ended with a man in the hospital. This was just after 9 this morning in the 600 block of 9th Street. Someone drove the victim to the hospital, but on the way, the car wrecked. The crash was apparently minor because the driver kept going to the hospital. We don't have any information on a shooter yet, and also we don't know how the victim is doing. This crash right here involving a cop, also known as a Citizens Observer Patrol for Palm Beach County, the Sheriff's Department. Chopper 5 giving us a bird's eye view. Pinehurst and Forest Hill Boulevard was blocked off for a while. We're waiting to hear more about injuries, but it looks like 2 of the cars may have hit head on. This is the area to the entrance of Okehele Park. In South Bay, detectives are looking right now for a man who tried to break into a home. The homeowners were inside. No one was hurt, but detectives say the burglar did fire a weapon. The area where this happened is near Palm Beach Road and Southeast 12th. Authorities are telling people to be extra careful until they find the gunman. In less than half an hour, Boca Raton police are holding a news conference about a shooting involving one of theirs. This was last October when Officer James Clark tried to pull over the driver of a stolen car. The suspect tried to escape but crashed and then even tried to run before he was shot. The police department says it will release video and audio tapes related to this investigation. New at noon, Green Acres police arrested a woman they say tried to kill her baby. The mother may have been suffering from postpartum depression. Brenda Hernandez Rosendez was in court this morning for attempted second-degree murder. According to police reports, she admitted to putting her hand over the baby's mouth to stop her from breathing. When police asked her how many times she tried to kill the child, she said just once. The baby is in intensive care for suffocation, that mom receiving a $100,000 bond. Community leaders in Boynton Beach want a new police chief. The Boynton Coalition of Clergy says it's lost trust in Chief Jeffrey Katz. A spokesperson for the group says the chief gives conflicting information about incidents that take place in the city. Both sides have agreed to meet on Monday. Chief Katz says he looks forward to hearing the coalition's concerns. Right now, we are learning new details about the 21-year-old gunman who shot and killed 9 people at a prayer meeting inside a historically black church in Charleston. Meanwhile, the community and nation are still trying to understand why such a deadly attack even happened. NBC's Dave Wagner has the latest from Charleston.
An outpouring of support and emotion outside Emmanuel AME Church today as the city and the state try to process what investigators say is a crime of hate.
I've been talking with investigators as we're going through the interviews. They said they looked pure evil in the eye yesterday. I mean, without question, this is hate.
The 21-year-old suspect, Dylan Ruff, was arrested in North Carolina and flown back to Charleston late Thursday. He'll appear in court this afternoon. A childhood friend says he and the suspect had recently reconnected, and Ruff was different.
He was just saying how he didn't agree with the Trayvon Martin case, how he wanted segregation. He wanted it to be white with white and black with black, and that he didn't believe in what the black race was doing to the white race.
Joseph Meek said Ruff told him he had purchased a gun with birthday money and had a plan. On Wednesday, 9 members at Emmanuel AME Church were gunned down.
Well, we've been here before, whether the shooting occurs in a movie theater or in a classroom or in a church. Gun violence has yet raised its ugly head again. in terms of killing innocent people just going about their daily lives.
Melvin Graham lost his sister.
And I would say God forgives, but I want the state to expedite the meeting between him and God.
Processing the crime scene is one thing. Processing why this happened in the so-called Holy City is another. Dave Wagner, NBC News, Charleston, South Carolina.
We want to get to some breaking traffic news right now. We know a lot of you are getting ready to hit that lunchtime commute. We have a crash right now. This is involving a semi that rolled over. Want to let you know that the northbound ramp to I-95 from 45th Street is closed. West Palm Beach PD also telling us that Congress Avenue in this area is closed. Don't know the injuries yet, but we are seeing that traffic is backing up. So this is definitely an area that you'll want to avoid. You'll actually have to find another ramp to work your way into these areas. We will update you continuously on this on our Twitter account at WPTV Traffic.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, things look good along the coast this afternoon. Lots and lots of sunshine as you look over to the east. It's really out to the west just a little bit that we're looking this afternoon because that's where we have the potential for showers and thunderstorms to develop. And any thunderstorm that develops this afternoon could be strong. Not quite as far west as the past couple of days. In fact, the clouds really lining up right along I-95 and Florida's Turnpike as that sea breeze is much lighter today, so not pushing as far inland. Now, any showers and thunderstorms that develop will drift to the west during the rest of the afternoon hours. We'll talk about our chances for rain from now through the weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
A deal to combine office supply giants taking a step forward today. Shareholders for Boca Raton-based Office Depot approved the framework to sell the company to Staples. The American Postal Workers Union is on record, though, against this deal, saying it could lead to a monopoly and higher prices for you. Having some problems with that interview right there. Massachusetts-based Staples has said that it does plan to keep a presence in Boca Raton. Office Depot employs about 2,000 people at its headquarters. The federal government still must okay the sale before it becomes official. Several patients at Jupiter Medical Center had to be moved to different floors when a small fire broke out there this morning. It started in an electrical room. The sprinkler system eventually put it out. Why and how the fire started, though, is under investigation. Congresswoman Lois Frankel announcing today a $1.3 million grant to help West Palm Beach Fire Rescue. The federal funding will help pay for critical training and equipment needed to improve emergency services. This includes maritime fighting training, over 100 new breathing packs, and also 22 lost firefighter handheld locators. A Lake Worth woman is out on bond after police say they found her along with her young son in a car with drugs. Don Van Blanc faces several drug charges as well as child neglect. Police found her and her 7-year-old son. This was in a car with heroin, cocaine, as well as 2 syringes. There she is. You can see her right there. They say the items were on the floor of the car, just inches away from the boy who was in the back seat. The U.S. Marshals Service adding escaped killers David Sweat and Richard Matt to its 15 most wanted fugitives list. The pair broke out of a New York State maximum security prison nearly 2 weeks ago. The Marshals Service Director says the 15 most wanted list is reserved for the worst of the worst. Investigators, meanwhile, are expanding and shifting their search after coming up empty for so long here. Roads which had been staffed with checkpoints are now open as the ramp up. The goal really just to ramp up the search in other areas where maybe they have not looked as closely. But investigators overall have already combed a total of 16 square miles. When News Channel 5 continues, does your job require you to sit for a few hours at a time? We are learning more about the dangers of not moving. Also, why you may not have to buy smaller luggage the next time you board a plane. Well, just yet. We're back in 60 seconds with more local coverage.
Dedication. How do you define it? It's about protecting, caring, and empowering. My name is Mark Anajar.
And I'm Glenn Levine. We dedicate ourselves every day to defending our clients' rights,
Providing the protection they need and deserve to make them whole again.
Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
This is Brian. Every day, Brian drives carefully to work. And every day Brian drives carefully to work, there are rate suckers. He's been paying more for car insurance because of their bad driving for so long, he doesn't even notice them anymore. But one day, Brian gets Snapshot from Progressive. Now, Brian has a rate based on his driving, not theirs. Get Snapshot and see just how much your good driving could save you.
Let's get to a few health alerts this midday. New research reveals that doctors often misdiagnose zinc deficiency, and they may not know the health effects of too much zinc. High quantities of it, though, can disrupt the body's copper uptake, which may lead to neurological problems and anemia. Of the 70 participants in this study, doctors only measured zinc levels in 61% of those cases where they diagnosed a deficiency in the first place. However, only 2 people had their copper levels measured before being prescribed large doses of zinc supplements. You may want to, stand up for this one, because sitting too much has been linked to having a higher risk of anxiety. This comes after a number of research has also linked sitting to poor health and even premature death. Now, this new data shows the longer you sit, the more likely you are to have anxiety. Experts say this could be due to poor sleep patterns, also social withdrawal, and poor metabolic health. And some doctors out there, this is really interesting, prescribing yoga as therapy for people with traumatic brain injuries. Neurologists who prescribe this yoga, that is for those brain injuries, say it helps patients in several ways.
You can work on these separate areas that each person with brain injury may have to work with: their balance, their strength, their breathing, which is ultimately very important, movement in general, posture, and stability.
A yoga instructor says yoga also seems to bring the patients a sense of calmness to their lives and reduce their overall stress. Coming up, we're going to tell you which country music star helped a stranded driver in the wake of Tropical Storm Bill. Also, don't forget, Father's Day is this weekend, how you can show Dad some love right here coming up in the test kitchen.
All right. Good stuff for dads. Let's take a look at what's happening at the Jensen Beach camera. Do we have that? There it is. Jensen Beach camera. Lots of folks enjoying a nice day at the beach. It's gorgeous right along the ocean this afternoon. Not so nice a little farther inland. We'll talk about what's going on with our rain chances coming up.
When it's 5 o'clock on News Channel 5, you need to know what's happening right now. Local coverage everywhere.
The only local reporter in Baltimore.
Steve Lingle with weather, safety, and accuracy right when and where you need
off
it.
Boynton Beach and Delray.
The only local chopper getting you breaking news first.
Broke into several cars and then fired.
Now that's local coverage you can count on. WPTV News Channel 5.
You want to attend college so you can pursue your goals, but you may not be able to afford it. At ITT Tech, we're doing something to put a degree financially within your reach. The new ITT Tech Opportunity Scholarship is now available to eligible students who qualify. Since 1969, ITT Technical Institutes have helped students develop skills and knowledge to help them pursue careers in promising fields. And now we're helping eligible and qualified students with financial assistance. Our schools of study include information technology, electronics technology, drafting and design, business, and criminal justice. We believe education is a sound investment. At ITT Technical Institute, we're working to help reduce the cost to eligible students who qualify. Make a choice that can make a difference. To find out more about the ITT Tech Opportunity Scholarship, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
Hey, Ralph, do you go north for the summer? No way. Molly, I wouldn't miss True Treasures at Crystal Tree's Super Summer Sale. The savings are really hot. Holly loves it, too.
True Treasures at North Lake sizzles with new selections of furniture, artwork, and accessories arriving every day from around the world.
Molly, where do you go for vacation? True Treasures, of course. There's no better value or fun for my budget. I guess I'll never have this place to myself.
You will have fun shopping at True Treasures.
Dateline tonight, the story behind the story of Robert Durst.
Why didn't they listen to me?
Investigating the lost years for secrets never told.
He's my friend.
Dateline tonight. Don't watch alone. Saturday.
The champ is here!
It's a highly anticipated fight between two rising stars. Will Adrian Broner continue his rise and bring down hard-hitting Sean Porter? Premier Boxing Champions, live in primetime. Saturday on NBC.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
Covering Boca Raton this midday, where there are more air conditioning units being stolen. Police say Mitchell Hatfield is responsible for at least $50,000 worth of stolen scrap metal, and that's just since last year. They say he's hit several homes in one Boca Raton neighborhood. He did that last week. One person caught him on a surveillance video. Using that video, as well as a fingerprint found on one of those air conditioner units, they were able to track him down. AC specialists say there are ways to make sure you're not a victim of this type of theft.
They do make cages that will go around the unit, that fasten down, go around it, and as long as you're willing to buy something like that and put it on, it will really help.
Hatfield is charged with 2 counts of burglary, 2 counts of grand theft, and 2 counts of criminal mischief. To a consumer alert this midday, if you're in search of an apartment, good luck finding one, because apartment occupancy is at an all-time high. This is across the country, too. According to a real estate firm, the national apartment occupancy rate hit a record 95.3% last month. And with that, you know the story, comes those higher rent prices. Rents also grew 5% nationally in May. The airline group that proposed smaller carry-ons is backing down from that idea. The International Air Transport Association wanted to make the standard size for bags smaller, meaning many current bags that are used to carry on right now, they'd be too big and you'd have to check them in. However, not one single U.S. airlines supported this plan. The group says it is now reassessing. Do you love your mom more than your dad? What a silly question, right? But if gift giving is an accurate measure, the answer may be yes, because a new survey shows that dads just don't reap the same amount of gifts on Father's Day as moms do on their special holiday. In fact, only 73% of people will buy their dad a gift. That's compared to 83% on Mother's Day. And those who do plan to shop will spend nearly $30 less on dad. So why is this happening? The editor at Retail Me Not suggests June is a bad time of year. There are a lot of weddings, the summer vacations, camps, you just name it. All that extra cash is involved. Country superstar and TV host, and now you can add, weather rescuer to Blake Shelton's resume. It all happened earlier this week as Tropical Storm Bill passed through Oklahoma. Somewhere along a country road, a driver got stuck in the mud and the rising floodwaters. He and another passerby were pushing his stalled truck up a hill when a truck pulled up with a handy tow rope and a familiar face.
And the guy said, "Are you ready?" And that looks like Blake Shelton. That's exactly what I thought. And I said, "Yeah, I'm ready."
How neat is that? Shelton helped him get his truck to safety and even gave him a ride home. The guy now hopes that someday he can repay the favor.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
So far this half hour, I've shown you plenty of camera shots over to the east. This is looking to the southwest over Clear Lake and West Palm Beach. You see the clouds stacking up here. And as we continue through the afternoon, there's a chance we could see a few strong thunderstorms developing out around I-95, Florida's Turnpike, or even a little bit west of that, and then pushing over toward the west. So we'll keep an eye on it for you this afternoon. So far, so good. We are starting to see a few showers pop up just in the last few minutes here, just to the west of the Turnpike and I-95. We've got winds that are somewhat easterly to southeasterly, very, very light winds, which is why things will develop a little closer to the coast. In the past couple of days, we've had stronger steering winds, pushing showers and thunderstorms farther inland a lot faster. So we've seen a lot more sunshine closer to the coast. Now, that being said, we still have a lot of sunshine near the coast this afternoon. So it's a great beach day and a great boating day if you're out to the east here. Lake Okeechobee, if you're going to do some boating out there, definitely have the chance to see some thunderstorms as we continue through the afternoon. So here's Vipercast around 2, 3 o'clock. Showers and thunderstorms continuing to pop up just to the west of the coast. And then everything kind of pushes over to the west as we continue through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening hours as well. Tomorrow, slightly lower chances for rainfall than today, and Father's Day even lower than that. In fact, here's a look at our rain chances through the weekend, and about a 40% chance for rain today. That's mainly inland, not so much along the coast. And then a 30% chance tomorrow, 20% chance Sunday. Kind of goes up and down a little bit as we head into the beginning of next week, but it does look like some much drier air could move in by the middle of next week, where rain chances will drop down to only about 5 or 10%. Sunny today along our area beaches, hot sand. The rip current risk is low. The surf only about ankle high. High temperatures today in the low 90s along the coast to some mid 90s possible inland. The heat index around 100 degrees over the next couple of hours. Tomorrow, very similar to today, but slightly lower rain chances than today. And as we get into Sunday, Father's Day, things looking good. Again, high temperatures in the low to mid 90s, but low chances for rain, only about a 20% chance or so for rainfall. So looks good for Dad. Then as we get into next week, look, here's where the dry air really comes in. Right around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, very low chances for rain and hotter temperatures.
Restaurants may serve them, but the best tasting kind of ribs are the ones you make at home. Howard shows us why in today's Test Kitchen.
With Father's Day coming up this weekend, you may be thinking, what can I serve Dad that'll show him just how much I care? Well, how about making slow roasted ribs that you can finish under the broiler or on the grill, depending on the weather? We start off by rubbing about 4 to 5 pounds of baby back ribs with a mixture of garlic powder, along with some smoked paprika and a bit of salt and pepper. Now, we put these in a roasting pan, meat side up, and cover them tightly with some foil before roasting them off for 2.5 hours or so. While they're roasting, we can throw together a quick homemade barbecue sauce, which is simply some ketchup and mustard mixed with some chopped onion, brown sugar, a splash of vinegar, and a shake or two of Worcestershire sauce. Once they're fork tender, slather them with the sauce. I know Dad will be proud to serve these right off the grill, so get ready for some good eating. Team these up with his favorite go-alongs, and dinner is served. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for TLC barbecue ribs as a way to show Dad just how much you care. I'm Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a finger-looking good way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Looks like a winner, and we've made it easy for you to find that recipe again, just in case you need it. TLC barbecued ribs. Go to our website, WPTV.com. Don't forget /Mr. Food, and we will be right back.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon is going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
If you're looking for a full-featured RV experience, but in an easy and fun vehicle to drive, then a Class B RV from La Mesa RV is for you. We carry all the top brands at everyday low discounted prices. Class B motorhomes for the active lifestyle at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
What do a NASCAR driver, a comedian,
and a professional golfer have in common?
We talked to our doctors about treatment with Xarelto. Xarelto is proven to treat and help reduce the risk of DVT and PE blood clots.
Xarelto has also been proven to reduce the risk of stroke in people with AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem.
For people with AFib currently well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto and warfarin compare in reducing the risk of stroke.
I tried warfarin before, but the blood testing routine and dietary restrictions had me off my game.
Not this time.
That was Xarelto.
I'll have another Arnold Palmer.
Make mine a Kevin Nealon. Really, Brian?
Hey, safety first.
Like all blood thinners, don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of a blood clot or stroke. While taking, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling. If you have had spinal anesthesia while on Xarelto, watch for back pain or any nerve or muscle-related signs or symptoms. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Tell your doctor before all planned medical or dental procedures. Before starting Xarelto, tell your doctor about any kidney, liver, or bleeding problems.
Xarelto has been prescribed more than 11 million times in the U.S.
And that number's growing.
Like your guys' scores.
With Xarelto, there is no regular blood monitoring and no known dietary restrictions.
Treatment with Xarelto was the right move for us.
Ask your doctor about Xarelto.
Just steps away from the water, relax and enjoy the atmosphere and amazing food. Mulligan's 12 Weeks of Summer, where kids eat free Monday through Friday, 3 to 9 p.m.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this used Road Trek Versatile, discounted to just $379 per month. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Coming up at 4 on the Now with Shannon Cake, it is all about the dads today, tomorrow, Sunday, you name it. So if you're running out of time to grab a gift for your dad, we're going to have a few last-minute tips. Plus, dads describe fatherhood. Some pictures are just too cute for words. Again, that's coming up today at 4. Happy Father's Day to you. I was going to say you have some words of wisdom here, but I don't know.
My words of wisdom?
As a father?
Just make your requests known to your family ahead of time. My wife already asked me like 3 times. She's like, oh, thanks, Zach. I forgot my remote over there. Yeah, I'm already in Father's Day mode. All right, let's take a quick look at your forecast.
You're in weekend mode.
I am. Here's what we're looking at today. Low to mid-90s, chance for some showers and thunderstorms popping up this afternoon. Any thunderstorm that pops up in our inland areas could be on the strong side. So watch the radar today. Great Father's Day weekend. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
Thank you.
All right.
You too.
We're back here next week. See you then.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
What got me started writing kids' books is I have a kid. For me, right now, the books that I get the most fun out of, the most satisfaction are the kids' books that I write. I love doing it, and I love turning kids on to reading. A lot of the books that I write for kids, in terms of getting them to keep turning the pages and want another book, that's the whole thing. At the end of that book, you want them to say, give me another book.
This message from Children's Services Council of Palm Beach County.
Addiction, like a thunderstorm, begins with a single drop, sweeping families away in the surge.
I didn't have my father in my life, my mother, I didn't know where she was.
Here in South Florida, Faith Farm Ministries, a free residential recovery program, provides shelter from the storm.
Faith Farm gave me the hope. Faith Farm gave me the love.
Miracles happen every day here.
To learn the many ways you can support Faith Farm Ministries, including the donation of usable household items, visit faithfarm.org.
There's something out there. It's a highly contagious disease. It can be especially serious, even fatal to infants. Unfortunately, many people who spread it may not know they have it. It's called whooping cough, and the CDC recommends everyone, including those around babies, make sure their whooping cough vaccination is up to date. Understand the danger your new grandchild faces. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about you and your family getting a whooping cough vaccination today.
Some build their nests in the sky. Others inhabit places by the sea. And some live among the trees. Whatever habitat is right for you, you'll find the natural fit at City Furniture.
Excellence. How do you find it? It's fueled by passion, thrives on persistence, and demands nothing less than total dedication. My name is Mark Anajar.
And I'm Glenn Levine.
Our mission to deliver excellence in legal services is what makes a world of difference.
Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
On a quiet summer night, it's hard to think about hurricanes, but severe weather can form quickly. Download the Storm Team 5 Hurricane Survival Guide. It's interactive, customized to your exact location. WPTV News Channel 5, preparing you.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta? I need some help with my electrical.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
We have 4 amazing people from all across the country on their webcast trying to win up to $35,000. Let's meet them. From Los Angeles, California, give it up for Kurt. From Winfield, Kansas, go Lynn, go Lynn. From Valley Bay, California, go Alex, go Alex. From Decatur, Georgia, give it up for Daryl. Welcome, everybody. We asked America their opinion on a bunch of fun topics. All you have to do is guess what they said, and you win big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's get this party started right now. The first question is worth $100. Answers are, we got money problems. We got problems in the bedroom. Ooh, that's even worse, huh? And the question is, which comment do teens least want to hear from their parents? In my house, it would be, you know you adopted, right? Let's go all the way to LA, California to give it up for Kurt. Tell us about yourself.
I'm a superhero fanatic. I love my superheroes. They make people happy.
Yeah.
So I went out, got myself a Robin costume, and I walk Hollywood Boulevard to make kids happy because superheroes make me happy, so why can't I pay it forward and make kids happy?
All right, well, welcome to the show, Kurt. Everybody turn those cards around. All right, 3 for bedroom, 1 for the money with 54% of the vote. The correct answer is, we got money problems. Way to go, Daryl. 100 right off the top. Let's keep going. There's more money to be made. The next question is worth $150. The answers are crow's feet, turkey neck. And the question is, which of their body parts do women over 50 say could use a little nip and tuck? Crow's feet, turkey neck. If it's LA, I'm gonna say back fat. All right, let's go all the way to Winfield, Kansas and say hello to Lynn.
Hi, Al. I'm so excited to be here. I teach school at Winfield High School. We are the home of the Vikings. We're so proud to be here. I have some of my students behind me, and we love Let's Ask America. We're so excited.
Oh, thank you. All right, everybody turn those cards around. 3 turkey necks and 1 crow's feet with 58% of the vote. The correct answer is turkey neck. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Daryl, 250. Lynn, 150. Kurt, 150. Alex, let's go.
I'm trying.
This next question is worth $200. The answers are a psychologist, a mixologist. And the question is, who do 40-something men say they'd rather visit if they were down in the dumps? A psychologist, a mixologist? I say Vegas. Let's go to Decatur, Georgia, and say what's up to Daryl.
Hey, Bill, how you doing? Great to be here on the show. I'm a personal trainer, and I created a program called Chair-A-Size, a chair exercise weight loss DVD program. Can I give you a sample?
Yeah, Daryl, let's see something. Okay, for your arms. Okay. Daryl, I don't know what the hell you just did, but I'm tired. All right, everybody, flip those cards around. We got 1 psychologist, 3 mixologists, with 51% of the vote. The correct answer is a psychologist. Daryl, you're out front with 450. We have a tie with 150 between Lynn and Kurt. Alex, we believe in you. It's all right. This is our last question. It is worth $300. Whoever has the least amount of money at the end of the question will be eliminated.